Ty here, and today we're going to look at 3 different footwork drills that you can incorporate into your fighting to help improve your fighting ability. Check out the video, see you on the inside. Okay, let's take a look at the first drill. So we're not focusing too much on form today, rather efficiency. So what we're going to do, the most easiest way to step is to take your rear leg from A to B. So you're going to just push forward and then bring this rear leg up here. All the same principles apply, so we're trying not to lift up and down when we move. We're trying to glide along the floor, and don't let your feet drag too much, but just nice and lightly glide your feet like this. So we're here and just step. Notice how the hands are just going to change with the feet. Turn to the side. When this foot goes forward, my hand changes as well. Okay, that is the first drill, super simple, so practice on both your left side and your right side. Alright, let's move on to drill number 2. So drill number 2 is if we've got an aggressive opponent who's coming forwards all the time. Sometimes it's not always possible to go towards the target. So what we're going to do, we're going to step back and then step forward. Okay, so let's try it on the other side. So the lead leg's in front, I'm going to step back and then just step forward on the other side. What we're going to do, we're going to run through the footwork first, and then we're going to add in some hand combinations, some punching and some kicking, so you get a little bit of context to go along with it as well. So that's drill number 2. In your stance, step backwards, step forwards. Step backwards, step forwards. And again, stay the same height and work your hips as well. So rather than just 1, 2 with the feet, watch what I'm doing here with the hips. Just turning the hips actively. So that's step number 2. Finally, footwork drill number 3 is if we're going to be a little bit more aggressive. We've got to make up a lot of distance when we step. So from our fighting stance, we're going to take an initial step first. So I'm going from a short fighting stance into a long Zenko Sudachi and then stepping through here. So you can see that I make up a lot more distance that way, a lot quicker. Let's try it on the other leg. So we're here in stance, we're going to stretch, load that leg up and then step through here to the other side. So practice all 3 footwork drills individually, and then what you can do is start to incorporate some punching and kicking combinations, which we're going to go through in the next clip. Alright, now we've practiced the footwork drills. What we're going to do is we're going to incorporate some punching and some kicking. Now, remember what I said in the first clip, that we're not focusing too much on form, so don't worry about if you've got correct hikite or whether your hips are in the perfect position or not. Just let the form go to the side for 1 second. This is all about free-flowing movement, relaxation and movement, efficiency of movement as well. From our fighting stance, all we're going to do, we're going to snap Kazamazuki. So snap here, and notice how this hand isn't pulling back into hikite. It's just staying here, or alternatively, what you can do is bring it up to the side of your face here as a guard. Once you've thrown your Kazamazuki, you're going to maigeri on the rear leg and then step through Kazamazuki on the other arm. Let's show you that one more time. So we're here, Kazamazuki first, rear maigeri, and then Kazamazuki on the second punch. Make sure both your punches are going Jodan and your maigeri is going Chudan. The Jodan Zuki is going to draw your opponent's guard up. The maigeri is going to hit underneath as they lift their arm up to block. And then when they drop their arm down to block the kick, here you come back over the top with the Kazamazuki. So let's look at how we can incorporate the punches and the kicks together with the footwork. Let's go back to footwork drill number 1. So just stepping from A to B. We're going to go Kazamazuki, maigeri, and then Kazamazuki here. On the other side, Kazamazuki, maigeri, and Kazamazuki. I want you to think that you're quite close range to your opponent and they're not moving backwards. So you might have been fighting them and you've judged that when you move, they're probably going to stay still. So this is when this footwork drill will come in handy. Because we're in close range, I don't have to move my body to attack. I'm already in range, so I just go 1, 2, 3, hit. Drill number 2 is if we're fighting against someone who's aggressive. If we both move in at the same time, we might end up face to face and none of us really get any punches or kicks on one another. So, as my opponent advances, I'm going to step back and throw my Kazamazuki. Step back here. So I'll fetch myself away from my opponent, I'm out of range, but I'm also hitting at the same time, or if this doesn't hit, at least it's keeping some distance, ready for my Maigari to land. So I step back, step through Maigari and Kazamazuki here. Let's try it on the other side. So I'm going to step back and Kazamazuki at the same time. 1, 2, 3, here. Alright then, let's look at the final piece of footwork with the combination. So if you remember, this time we took an initial step first and we loaded the front leg and then we step through here. So let's imagine we're against an opponent who's retreating a lot and you know that you're going to have to make up a lot of distance. If I just stay here and just do the first footwork drill, my shots will go short. So I need to chase him down. So as I step and load, I'm throwing Kazamazuki here. 1. And then drive that Maigari forward. And then finish with Kazamazuki here. Let's go on the other side. So long Kazamazuki. 1. Maigari and then push 2 here. Here are a few alternative combinations you can incorporate with the footwork. So we're going to replace the Kazamazukis with Gyakuzuki and the Maigari with my Washigari. Let's take a look. So combination 1 with my Washigari and Gyakuzuki, we're going to go long in our stance, Gyakuzuki here. Then follow up with the Mawashigari here, drop through, Gyakuzuki. 1, 2, 3. That's drill number 1. Drill number 2, let's take a look at drill number 2, a little bit more trickier. So as we step back, we're going to throw this punch out. 1, my feet are together, knees slightly bent, then Mawashigari and Gyakuzuki. Let's try it on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, hit. And finally, the last footwork drill, we're going to go long in the step, throw that Gyakuzuki, and the most important thing, let it all flow together. Thanks for watching everyone, hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the world of karate and want to learn more, in particular about katas, then my name's the Kata Coach, and please visit my website www.thekatacoach.thinkific.com in order to get my free ebook on the 10 principles every kata practitioner needs to know. Don't forget, like this video, please subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.